Many are upset over the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, with some people claiming that it was rigged because many people bet a lot of money and they lost a lot of money. Allegedly, there's this script that got leaked showing how the fight was supposed to go down.
The Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight was a roller coaster through and through. It was the perfect blend of excitement and anticipation, drawing major attention to itself until it all exploded before the night of the fight. But post-fight, a question remains at the back of everyone's minds. Were all those ups and downs real? Was the fight even real? Or was all this just a major publicity stunt?
This was actually covered by World Star Hip Hop. So let's read this alleged script and see how the fight was supposed to go down. So round one was supposed to go like this. The opening bell rings and Tyson, showing flashes of his old form, immediately stalks forward with his signature bob and weave style. Paul maintains distance, circling the ring cautiously.
Marketed as a legendary retired boxer fighting a famous YouTuber, the match fell short of what it promised. Throughout the fight, Mike doesn't seem to take much initiative, mostly choosing to brave the punches thrown his way. People and streamers alike had only one word to describe the fight: boring. Even disregarding the fight's lack of appeal and intensity, allegations of it being rigged or Tyson pulling his punches and fighting unusually are spreading fast. This is one section from the fight that fans commonly cite. Clearly, Tyson still has the power in him. He has Jake Paul cornered, and it's the opening round. But for some reason, he refuses to follow up. Why? Speculations point to the match being fixed from the start.
Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I can't believe this. The audience goes crazy.
Circling the ring cautiously, Tyson lands a few jabs, but Paul's youth shows in his superior ability. Paul connects with a quick 1-2 combination before...
The logic seems reasonable, especially when you consider how much money they are making from the fight. Estimates suggest that Tyson is walking away with $20 million. This should tell you a lot about the nature of the event. It was never supposed to be a fight. It was supposed to be a spectacle. After all, in what world does a 58-year-old man fight someone young enough to be his son? And the thing about spectacles, they can be controlled and molded to fit the orchestrator's whims. Over the rounds, you also see a pattern. Round one starts and Tyson is very much in control. You see him being active, cornering Jake often, cutting through space, closing the gap. This is the Tyson we know, aggressive and setting the tone. What happens in the second round? Tyson takes things up a notch. Still a shadow of his prime, but aggressing nonetheless. At least aggressing more than he is defending. In round three, the roles start to switch.
Oh, I can't believe this is real, guys. The audience goes crazy.
Frankly, you are too old to be fighting a guy who's 28.
Well, I'm beautiful. I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
This bout is presented the problem child, Jake Paul.
Tyson has boxed a lot throughout his career. His stats, an impressive 50-7 with 44 KOs. 22 of those 44 knockouts happened in the first round, giving you an idea of the kind of boxer Tyson is. Quick to end things, extremely aggressive. Which is why the fight after round 4 is such a shocker. This is some footage from the fourth round. Look at how Tyson starts to get more and more defensive as Jake begins to gain traction. The frequency of Jake's punches increases, and it's as if the response from Tyson isn't even there. He's standing with his guard up, as if unable to move.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You just felt his power. What did that feel like, and why did he do that to you?
I didn't even feel it. He's angry. He's an angry little elf.
While this might be normal at his age, it's not his style. Never in his career do you see Tyson playing a defensive game, not even in his fight with Roy Jones in 2020, which just makes the whole thing even more suspicious. The fight suddenly fell off in intensity and initiative from Mike, and that was the biggest point of concern for most fans. Did they actually get to see Mike at his best? Was he even trying? After all, as Mike would say it, everybody has a plan until they're slapped in the face with $20 million. Add to the mix Mike Tyson's knee brace and things get even more controversial.
This went viral. Let's see how accurate it was. The opening bell rings, Tyson is showing flashes of his old form, which actually happened. As soon as the bell went, Mike Tyson came out with that head movement pushing forward. Immediately he stalks forward with his signature bob and weave style. Now let me just stop right there. Even before I seen this script, that's exactly what was going to happen. Like, what else would happen?
Apart from all this, clips showcasing unusual movement, hesitations, and pre-post fight interactions only blew the matchup even more, leading to questions about how fabricated the fight was. After all, none of the same issues were brought up in other fights that preceded the one between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul in the event. So, there has to be something about this one fight drawing all this criticism, aside from the fact that Jake Paul just beat up a senior citizen, of course. To gauge whether public opinion is on our side of the case, just open X, formerly Twitter. The masses are furious at this alleged joke of a fight, grilling everyone involved in its production, except Mike Tyson, of course. All in all, in spite of all the turmoil and unrest, one fact remains undisputed in the boxing world. Mike is still a legend of the sport. The respect he has built over decades is not so easily shaken after one fight.